With the QIP announcement, Bharti Airtel would have raised nearly $10 billion in a period of 3 years. The money has helped the telecom operator compete with Reliance Jio, incur capital expenditure, and even bring down some of its debt. But with adjusted gross revenue dues to the government looming, Airtel is going to need more funds. So what are the options before the Sunil Mittal loan operator? Samit Sarkar is standing by to give us a sense of the fund raising by Airtel thus far and the possible road ahead for the company. Samit, good morning.
Good morning, Neeraj. So 69,000 crore in the last 3, that is close to $10 billion US, but still the debt is down by only 9,300 crore, and that is because of the capital expenditure incurred by the company. As you can see in the chart, from 97,400 crore rupees, the debt has come down to 88,100 crore rupees. That is a deduction of only 9,300 crore rupees, and in the same time period, they have done a capital expenditure of close to 74,000 crore rupees. So that's how they have spent the 69,000 crore rupees on an approximate basis. Now let's see how they have managed to raise the 69,000 crore rupees in the last 3 years. Now if you see, in 2017, the company raised close to 14,000 crore rupees by selling its 10.3% stake to a consortium private equity consortium led by KKR and the Canada Pension Fund for around 6,200 crore rupees. Post that, it sold another 8.2% stake in 2 different tranches in Bharti Infratel in the open market. So that's how 14,000 crore rupees from Bharti Infratel. In the same year, they sold 15% stake in the DTH arm, that is Bharti Telemedia, to BloombergQuint for close to 1,700 crore rupees. Now, in 2018, they did the first round of fundraising for their Airtel Africa, for the profitable Africa business. That is close to $1.25 billion US from 6 investors, which include BloombergQuint, Temasek, Singtel, SoftBank Group, Bharti Mittal Family Group, and Sunil Munjal. Now, the funds were used to repay the African unit's debt and for growth purpose. And in 2019, they raised close to 31,600 crore rupees, and they are proposing to raise another 14,300 crore rupees from a QIP. Now, the first round was done in the start of the year. They raised close to $200 million US from Qatar Investment, again in Airtel Africa, that's close to 1,400 crore rupees. They did a rights issue of 25,000 crore rupees. The proceeds were used to repay the debt and for general corporate purpose. And they also listed the Africa unit on the London Stock Exchange, and they raised close to 5,170 crore rupees. Now they have proposed a QIP of another $2 billion US, that is close to 14,300 crore rupees from the open market, and they will be seeking shareholders' approval for the same. Now, even after raising close to $10 billion US, the company still has an option to raise another $11 billion US from selling stake in the non-core businesses. So it owns nearly 53.5% stake in the tower business, which is valued at close to 26,000 crore rupees, 80% stake in the DTH business, which is valued at close to 9,000 crore rupees based on the previous valuations. Then the fiber business, which is valued at close to 29,500 crore rupees based on the replacement value of 10 lakh rupees per kilometer. And lastly, the remaining 56% stake in the African unit, that is valued at close to 15,000 crore rupees. So a total of 79,200 crore rupees options that Bharti Airtel still have to raise from the market by selling stake in the non-core businesses.
Well, Samit, I have a follow-up question to this. Now, they are in the midst of announcements that they want to raise funds. There is also this whole talk of maybe there is some AGR relief coming as well. My question is, does the quantum of the fundraising that Bharti Airtel have to do get altered materially if there are reliefs provided by the government on the AGR due?
So if you remember the last announcement they made, they had proposed to raise close to $4 billion US, of which $2 billion was from QIP and $2 billion was from debt instruments. But they clearly said that at this point, they're going to raise only $3 billion, that is $2 billion from QIP and $1 billion from debt. And they also clearly mentioned to us that if the AGR relief comes down, most of the funds that they will be raising will be used for AGR relief, and if the amount that they have to pay out when it comes to the adjusted gross revenue liability comes down, then they will use the remaining fund that they raise for debt repayment. So that's how they will definitely raise $3 billion US, but it depends on the AGR liabilities, how they're going to use their fund. Either they will reduce that debt or they'll have to pay off the AGR liabilities.
Okay, so debt reduction is the plan B. If indeed they do get the AGR relief, then some bit of the debt might come down. And it's a very interesting statistic that Samit pointed out. A lot of people might not quite realize this, but despite the quantum and the mammoth quantum of fundraise that they've done, they've repaid, they've been able to repay, let me put it that way, only 9,000 crores in the last 3 years. That's the nature of the capex that has sucked in for some of these telco operators as well. Thanks so much, Samit, for putting that into perspective.